Okay, in this lecture we're going to talk about how to hide and unhide rows and columns as well as entire worksheets. This is a quick lecture, but this is really important and very useful. This can help you to visualize your data, but it can also help you to hide unwanted data when you are printing. Okay? So first of all, to hide rows, you simply go in and highlight the rows you want to hide. So let's say we want to get all the cabinet information hidden. And then you right click and you just go to hide. And you notice it's going to get rid of it, and you can see it goes 1, 2, and then jumps to 5. But it puts this little bar here. And you'll notice when you hover over your normal dividers between the row numbers, you get a dark black line. You get that same dark black line here, but if you go down a little further, you get a double line. And if I double click on that, it unhides everything. Okay? So again, I can right click and go hide, and then I can double click to unhide it, or I can also select these two rows on either side of where my rows are hidden. I can right click and say unhide, and they'll reappear. Same thing with columns. Let's say I just want the materials and the total costs. I go hide, simplifies my spreadsheet. But you can go select the columns again and go unhide, or you can just get the two double lines and double click to unhide it. Okay, so that's how you hide and unhide rows and columns. And then if you want to hide an entire sheet, like let's say on sheet 2 here we had a bunch of calculations, behind the scenes calculations that applied to this sheet, which is more of a user interface or a presentation piece for, say, your board members, right? But we want to hide sheet 2. Then we just right click on it and say hide, and that brings us back to sheet 1, and sheet 2 is hidden. But the question is, once it's gone, how do we get it back? Well, it's just as simple as unhiding rows and columns. You right click on it, click on unhide, and it's going to give you a list of sheets that are hidden. If you want sheet 2 unhidden, you make sure it's highlighted, click OK, and sheet 2 is back. Okay, so that's how to hide and unhide rows, columns, and entire sheets in your workbook.